So guys, niaje? Yeah. Kufika mtaa. Yeah, so let's talk about the next point ilikuwa advantages sasa za hii place, yeah. Advantages za kuwa majuu. Number one, of course, that is the reason why we come here. The reason why most guys are actually here is because of the money, yeah. I know there are people who argue that hata hakuna majuu, bills ziko juu and all that stuff, yeah. But I think personally I can say as long as you are disciplined, yeah, if you make it a personal decision or a personal actually objective to educate yourself financially and to kama hizo, that means you have to learn things about budgeting, investment, vitu kama hizo. If you lazima ubit hapa hivi ndio uweza kujisaidia financially, you have to beat consumerism, yeah, because fuel hapa ni it's full of consumerism hapa hivi. Like if you see how guys here live, it's just about getting money, kama vile hiyo ngoma inasema. So it's about people getting money here and spending it because the systems are functioning, they are smooth here. I don't have to worry about tomorrow, yeah? But as a person who is coming from mahali penye tunatoka Kenya and many other African countries, I believe you have to beat consumerism. So lazima ujue kama budgeting, you have to learn how to budget. Of course, maybe that's something we can talk later. But if you are able to beat consumerism, learn how to budget, yeah, then do your own education, self-education regarding financial literacy. This place offers a very good place, opportunity for you to make money and also be able to build your future, build your dreams, build your career. There are also many opportunities here, which is also a very big advantage. And I saw somebody online saying that anabembelezwa kuenda job, yeah. In Kenya you struggle to get a job, but here you actually unabembelezwa kuenda job, yeah, because here the let's just say the demand is very high for skilled labor, for people who want to work, which also maybe intertwines with the point number one, that you also have to show a reliability. If you become a reliable person here, you are going to achieve a lot of things. You are going, of course, to utapata unakuwa favored pia kwa job, you are getting maybe raises and all that stuff. So you have to be, of course, reliable. You have to be somebody who is hardworking. This place offers you countless opportunities for you to grow. And so that brings me to point number 3, effort appreciation and a feeling of recognition, yeah. I think before I came here, of course, I worked in Kenya. I didn't come here from being a jobless person. I actually had to quit my job to come to this place, yeah. But the thing with the difference between here and Kenya is that hapa una feel uko recognized, yeah? If you put in effort, kama wewe ni msee wa kupitia bidii, kama wewe ni msee kujituma, hapa hivi you are going to be recognized, yeah. Your effort is going to be recognized and you usually feel like unakuwa appreciated hapa hivi. But that is my own side. Of course, someone else might have a different story or a different perspective, but that is my own perspective, yeah. If I compare Kenya and here, ukijituma uweke bidii, unapata hapa hivi unakuwa more recognized. Like say somebody who is watching you and they appreciate that you are doing some good job. So you are going to be of course commensurated for your efforts, yeah. Which I feel is different. Maybe that should be something that we should work on as a country back home. Of course, I agree there are employers or there are firms in Kenya who also do make an effort to recognize hardworking employees. And but I think for me personally, if I compare the place I was previously and here, I can say that here I feel my effort is more recognized. I feel like I belong in the work environment and I feel like my effort is appreciated, yeah. Going to point number 3, which is very, very, very strong, yeah. systems here function. Like we are going to talk about this more in details, but if you look at the education system, the health system, and by there I'm not saying that there are no challenges. Yeah, they also have their own challenges here. The health system, the education system, everything here functions. The transport system. If you drive here and then you come to Kenya and drive in Kenya, that is when you appreciate how systems here function. And they function because people have made it an intention here to follow the rules and to use their common sense. Yeah, that is one of the reasons why systems function here. And also the government here is very, very strict on some of those things. You know, that is how civilized people are supposed to be. For example, the way you behave on the road, yeah, there are rules, you're supposed to follow those rules. Unfortunately, maybe that is not the case back at home. You look at the education system here, it is very functional. Yeah, here you hear people saying your children are going to go to school and they are going to go through a school system that is very very classic. Yeah, for you to be able to afford such an education system, a curriculum in Kenya, you would have to part with millions of Kenyan shillings. Yeah, but you find these systems here, your children can come here and they can go through the curriculum here, get more opportunities afterwards, and it will cost you almost nothing. Yeah, not like in Kenya where it will cost you a foot and leg. Yeah, of course it does have its own challenges. Yeah, there is of course issues with the discipline. There is a lot of bullying in schools here that I think I talked on a previous video, that we can talk about later. You look at the healthcare system here. As long as you get sick, even if it's cancer, even if it's an accident that has paralyzed you, even if you got sick at work or you got an accident at work, the system here is made in such a way that it's going to help you, it's going to cater for you, you're going to be taken care of, well looked after. And yeah, that is, if I compare that with back at home, enyewe kuongea kweli hapo ni kama usiku na mchana. Hapo huwezi linganisha, because like I was telling you here, if you get even sick, something that is going to take you very long to go back to work, maybe months, you're still going to be receiving your salary from the of course the first month from your job, from your employer, and then from there you're going to be also getting a lot of you're going to be compensated, although not 100%. You're going to be compensated by your health insurance, and at the same time they are going to be monitoring you and looking forward to you coming back to work. So they are going even to be giving you recommendations. You need to go for rehabilitations, you need to go to this and this stuff, so that you can regain your physical fitness to be able to go back to work. Now those are some of the good things that I find here. Yeah, I think the last point, which is not the least point, yeah, last but not least, and it is very important also, is the security. And by security I mean physical security, I mean financial security, I mean health and job security. Like all those kinds of security here are they are guaranteed, I can say. Physical security, just safety of you walking outside there at night and not being scared that msee atakupiga ngeta ama utapigwa nyongolo. Yeah, which of course I am a victim of while I was in Kenya. It is very rare here to encounter kitu kama hiyo. Yeah, even our politicians, just look at the way they move around. Just look at the way they move around and the vehicles zenye wanatembea nazo huko hivyo. Because some pia wanajua huko security nayo security tawe Kenya. Sisemi of course that it's everywhere. Of course there are safer places in Kenya, but let's be sincere. Kenya huwezi toka kwa nyumba yako saa 4, saa 6, saa 5 usiku unatembea chochoro tu, yeah. Hivyo tu kama hauna concerns that you are unsafe, yeah. But here you find that you can actually do that, yeah. Job security, like I've said hapa hivi, you are well taken care of. If you move from this job, you can be able actually safely to transition from one job to the other. Like I said, here demand is very high, so you can actually be able to change jobs as many times as you can here. Of course, depending with the personality or what you really want, you can be able to change jobs as much as you can here. Yeah, which does of course come with its fair share of challenges and advantages. But yeah, for me, those are the few advantages I would say regarding Germany. I don't know how it is in other places. Anyway, guys, like, comment, and share. Thank you.